Hello my friends and welcome back to Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. In our last video we did finish escaping Flotsam and wrapped up chapter 1. And chapter 2 started and we are now in the lovely location of Vernon, where we have to go attend a council meeting between all the people we just met. So I have lots of updates to go through. I haven't looked at them yet. The only thing I've done is level myself up, which I'm almost to the point where I can level again, which is great. I need all the points I think I can get. So Prelude to War in Edirne is complete. Philippa Eilhart saved our behinds with her magical owl. And now we're all in Vernon. So the War Council. After reaching Vernon, Saskia and Stennis left Geralt to his own devices. The elder Cecil Burdon greeted the Witcher. It turned out that because of the Cadwini threat, the gates will be closed. A debate was to be held where all attendees would discuss how to end that threat. The Witcher was invited too, but at the moment he could rest in a room the local inn provided for him. Following Burdon's nephew to the inn, our hero thought deeply about Upper Edirne's situation. Okay, so let's see. Battlefield, that's where all this stuff happened. And at the end of last video. So the site was not much to behold even on a sunny day, yet it was here that several years earlier a bloody battle had ended in a magical cataclysm. Rocky gullies opened onto a plain scarred with furrows and craters dug by trebuchet missiles, and magical explosions detonated by the sorceress Sabrina Glebsig. Tall reddish grass covered part of the flatland, the rusting armor and bleached bones of the fallen nestled among it. Once the curse was activated, however, a ghastly mist engulfed a section of the battlefield. Within it stretched a world seemingly pulled from a nightmare, a world in which ghosts of the fallen endlessly reenacted the battle that had claimed their lives. Oh, that makes so much more sense now. See, reading journal entries, totally useful. Which is why I always do them. So Vernon, this town in the north of Edirne, was founded by dwarves who established mines in the surrounding hills. As was their custom, they carved their homes and public edifices directly into rock formations, granting Vernon a unique architectural style. The town was an important trade center, one of the roads through it leading into the country's interior. Humans had also attempted to settle in the area, but the disturbances that plagued the Pontar Valley left most of their villages burned and in ruins. Nevertheless, when we arrived in Vernon, it was teeming with humans in addition to its mainly dwarven population. Saskia's peasant rebels and a group of Edirnian nobles had made camp there and promptly began to measure each other with menacing glares. Meanwhile, all the groups that had assembled in the area were mistrustful of Iorveth scoia'tael, who strove to keep to themselves with unmistakably elven aloofness. Truly, if not for Henselt's army making camp nearby, the whole rabble would have been at each other's throats in no time. Apparently, but thankfully they get bigger picture. So Arnold's, we've got to have some new ones. Cecil Burdon. We arrived in Vernon. He was the elder. Vernon needed an administrator like that, so Burdon, okay, fine. So then Skalen Burdon is his nephew. And then Triss. We have an update on Triss. Triss had reached Edirne. There was evidence to prove it. Finding her would prove difficult, however. And then we have Dandelion. What is your update? Obviously, when Geralt decided to continue his search in Vernon, located in a borderland soon to be engulfed by the flames of war, I chose to accompany him. I mean, yeah. Were you really going to go somewhere else? For the Witcher could at times be naive as a child and knew as much about politics as a ghoul knows about cooking. Thus, the chances were slim to none that, bereft of my help, he would manage to find new leads without getting embroiled in some trouble along the way. As his friend, I clearly could not allow that. And then Zoltan obviously came with us as well. Let's see. Zoltan went with us to Vernon with enthusiasm worthy of his military past, began training a local militia that would soon see its baptism of fire. Though it appeared they would have a hard time, Zoltan was ready to defend the cause he believed in, fighting at the side of elves and men. Henselt was the one, he's the king from Where is he from again? I can't even keep them straight at this point. But he was the one who was trying to take Upper Eddern away from the rightful heir, I guess. Oh yeah, he's the one who doesn't have a kid because his virility is not so great. Henselt's virility may have lessened with age, but his ambition certainly had not. The king wanted to wage a war and reclaim Lormac, a province he had already given up once, no matter the cost. And then Philippa Eilhart, she's the one who saved us. The time that Philippa Eilhart was staying in the town of Vernon as part of Saskia, the Dragon Slayer's inner circle. Her motives remained unclear to say the least. The former court magician had never been known for her altruism. However, one cannot deny that without her help, Geralt would not have found his way through the magical mist. Okay, and then Dethmold. Apart from the few chance encounters at official banquets, Geralt had the occasion to meet and speak more extensively with the sorcerer on Thenid Island during the bloody coup, when all manner of mages jumped at each other's throats and their council and conclave ceased to exist. Dethmold and his brother Drethelm, both in service of King Esterrid of Kovir at the time, attempted to remain neutral as events unfolded. To no avail, however, as those who had allied themselves with Nilfgaard thought nothing of the impartiality of others, and many mages simply perished, brought down in fanciful ways by their colleagues, spells, or pierced by arrows of the scoia'tael summoned to the island by the plotters. Drethelm met just such a fate, while Dethmold saved himself by fleeing. Dethmold then filled the opening for a sorcerer advisor at the court of King Henselt of Kaedwen. That's right, it's the King of Kaedwen, and proceeded to place all of his abilities at the monarch's disposals. And then Yarpen Zigrin, this is the one who knew Geralt, right? Our friendship with Yarpen Zigrin stretches back a long time. It began during the famed hunt for the Golden Dragon, which not only was not caught, but also beat up its hunters. Those events were later described in one of my ballads, and anyone interested in the story should read it. Should buy my book, basically. Zigrin, like most of his kin, is characterized not only by his love of gold, but also by his body sense of humor, sober outlook, pragmatism, and loyalty to his friends. Geralt mentioned that he later met Yarpen and his lads in his Majesty's Secret Service. The Majesty in question being Henselt of Kaedwen, for whom they were escorting a secret cargo. Though their own situation was not cheerful at all, they nevertheless aided the Witcher, easily proving that a dwarf won't abandon a friend in need. And then, okay, I think that's enough. I know it's a lot of reading, but like I feel like this is needed so that I in theory know what's going on. So we've got Mysterious Merchant. We have a couple of craftsmen. Alicia Corey, Male Spark. I don't know why I'm reading those. Hello, Daryl.
The gates will remain closed until the council reaches a decision.
Okay. Mysterious Merchant. Okay, I'll come deal with merchants later. Let's try and focus and get to the inn and then go to the Wharf Council. This is so cool.
Look, another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm.
Like ants they are.
I heard human women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies to puff up.
Look, there's fist
Stuck it
fights.
between the eyes.
I probably have a fist fight quest and a gambling quest and a arm wrestling quest I need to do. I feel like there's one more. This is so cool. I love the architecture. It's really unique. Very dwarven-y. Is this my room?
This shall be your chamber, Witcher. They say Selkirk of Gullet himself slept in this bed before battle. Didn't bring him any luck, but at least he was well rested before he died. Need anything else?
Thanks, Skalen.
Okay, I need to talk to you though.
Geralt, right. My uncles told me a lot about you. Nice work with those spectres. And Saskia. Well, I wager the gods didn't think you could save her.
Your uncle?
Cecil. I help him out here and there managing Vernon. Skalen Burdon's my name.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, oh, I'm gonna arm wrestle. Plan to fight in battle? Let's ask that one.
What'll you do when the battle rolls around?
I'll be right out front fighting. Uncle Cecil's allowed it. Says I'm an adult. I'm gonna kick some kid when he asks.
No fears?
Of what? My uncle believes I can do it, and Yarpen taught me how to swing an axe with follow-through. I'll smash a few heads, then go to the tavern and drink till I drop.
Anything can happen at war, watch out for yourself. Yeah.
Battles are unpredictable, and this'll be your first. You'll have to kill, wade through piles of bloody corpses, all the while watching you don't get cut down yourself. Sure you're ready for this?
To tell the truth, I'm shitting myself a bit. Straw dummies. That's all I've swung at so far. When I think on what's going to happen here. But, all for one and one for all, right? Just don't tell my uncle, please. He's thrashed me a few times already for talk like that.
Oh.
I won't say a word.
Well, can you tell me about Cecil?
Is Cecil your guardian?
Aye. Ever since my parents passed on. He took me in, fed me, taught me a profession and how to live, really.
How did your parents die?
During one of the massacres Demavend arranged for us. But I'd rather not talk on that.
Sure, sorry.
Well, do you want to arm wrestle?
Hey, Skalen, wanna arm wrestle?
I really like to wrestle, but,
It's not the contest of the century, I just want to test you.
steady on! I've got conditions. First, you have to beat Yarpen and Sheldon.
Other opponents, ...
Who should I challenge?
Those chumps. Yarpen Zigrin and Sheldon Skaggs.
Okay, can we do this?
Show me what you're made of.
I'm at the top of the pile,
Okay.
so you'll need to defeat the others first.
Okay. Alright, see you. Okay. So what's my room? Ah, my stuff. My stash. Well, that's convenient. What else is here? Okay, so my quest updated. In spite of its dwarven standards, Geralt's room at the Cauldron proved quite cozy. The Witcher settled in and, once ready, ventured out to attend the War Council. Can I explore the other rooms, though? Not that I have room to pick up anything. But was my bed any higher off the ground? Oh, and there's a door there. Okay, I need to focus. No window, though. Okay. Let's get out of the inn and come back and explore later, I assume. But I want to attend the War Council today and then go from there.
Stroking him and rough him up!
Lulz. Surprised I didn't get a quest for fist fighting. Since he brought it up.
Greetings. Killing monsters for coin.
Why's he got those glistening eyes?
Sorcerers
business?
mutated him when he was
Fine,
young.
I guess. I mean,
Things this world
it's a
has
weird business to be in. Okay. Oh, and there's another door. Oh, and there's a little window, and this place is so cool. Okay. Let's go up the stairs and around and over to there. We'll just... Wow. Wow, I'm already like going the wrong way. Whole lot closer than it looks on the map. Whole lot closer than it looks.
I don't know.
Oh wait, I'm not even going the right way. I'm going to the blacksmith. Well, that's embarrassing. Okay, let's try this again. This is where the inn was. So I need to go up here-ish. I want, maybe this is the door to get in? Nope.
There goes the peace, eh?
Squirrels.
Oh, human enclave. Oh.
The gods, who needs this?
Get used to it. Lady Saskia will defeat Henselt and make Vernon her capital.
We don't know that. But she could grant us market rights.
You shit for brains, all of yous. You'll sooner meet the axe than see market rights. People, get a hold of yourselves. Just pray you survive this war.
Oh, a witcher. Huh?
Is it... Where am I... Yeah, it must be in here, right? Maybe? No. It's very much not. This is so bad. I've already lost. Ah, found it, I think. Maybe? Is it in here? Ah, I finally found it.
You miss quite a scrap, gentlemen, and an opportunity to slay a monarch. The prince duelled Henselt. They fought as equals.
Impossible.
And yet it was so.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield. For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell. We do not know who cast it or why. For now, I have one piece of good news and several pieces of bad news. The good news is that Henselt and his army have been halted for the time being.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vernon. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Can they be made penitent? With an axe to the head?
In theory, yes, but I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon. Furthermore, the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Is there any way to drive it off? Exorcise it?
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
Contrary to what old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
Course he didn't. Wouldn't hurt a fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Here we go.
No one is to approach the mist. It is mortally dangerous. In addition, we need to learn the story of the battle. For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burdon.
At your service, my lady.
Thank you. To lift the curse, we require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Pfft. More scrap iron from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on. The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen. That is all.
Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well...
How many?
We dwarves are near 200, but don't judge us by our number.
1,000 peasants will come, though you'll get no precise count.
My lords,
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
Henselt leads 5,000, 5 to 1 against us. What think you of that?
We are few, they are many. But we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Oh, for a regiment of heavy arbalists from Rivia.
We have something better. Iorveth's elves, scoia'tael. Gentlemen, I give you Iorveth.
What do you seek here, murderer?
100 of the North's best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers? Here they are. I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves, but even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon.
He burned down the villages of many in my horde.
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal with a price on his head in all the Northern realms? This is too much.
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Iorveth came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf. Treason runs in his veins.
He's been fighting humans for a century.
But for the first time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The scoia'tael know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated. Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves wouldn't live in ghettos or on reservations. First, however, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Iorveth to sit at the same table as we do. I want him to kill Cadwenny for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Iorveth stays.
Bloody hell. Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say aye.
Nay. You killed my men, elf. Remember them?
If I hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
All right. For the sake of better times, and for Kedwin's doom, aye!
Down with the sons of bitches! Cheers!
Uh-oh.
Poison! She's dying. Take her somewhere safe and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
I'll place my best warriors on watch.
Quickly, lads! A litter!
She ceased casting spells.
Saskia, is she alive?
In a manner of speaking. I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
Okay, finally. Long cutscenes, man. What was the poison?
Do you know the poison?
Thaumadour, commonly known as mage pain. It has a terrible reputation.
An antidote must exist.
Can you heal her?
What can we do?
Treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
Not ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use Letho right now.
Well, why do you need blood?
The nearest king is on the other side of the Mist of Wraiths.
You misunderstood me. It need not be the blood of a ruling monarch. It is the genotype contained in royal blood that is required. kings issue from ancient dynasties. Over the ages, to survive, rulers needed exceptional resistance and strength. As royal dynasties rarely admit common blood, the strength of their genes remains great. I shall employ self-healing genetic therapy that will teach Saskia's body how to rid itself of the poison.
You'll have her drink human blood?
No, I shall inject it directly into her heart.
Okay, I have a feeling where we can get. I have a feeling I know where we can get that. But what herbs do you need?
What kind of herbs are we talking about?
I'll need a subterranean variety of purple foxglove, known to the dwarves as the Immortelle, and an elven rose of remembrance.
Oh yeah, Triss has an elven rose of remembrance, but where do I look for the Immortelles?
Where will we find Immortelles?
They grow deep beneath the earth, which should not be a problem as Vernon lies on top of a mine.
How will they help Saskia?
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissues. The Immortelle will help restore them.
Yeah, Triss has a rose.
Triss had a rose of remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe who succeeded in cultivating the roses enjoyed great respect.
Times have changed.
As have elves.
There are no elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a rose of remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find.
Okay, what else do you need?
What else do you need to heal Saskia?
Thaumadour is a self-perpetuating substance. Any incursion into a cluster of poisoned cells causes an immediate chain reaction. Each tainted cell that is removed is replaced by 10 new tainted cells. To interrupt this reaction, I'll need an ungodly amount of the power. A water or air genie, or one of the 20 legendary rings of power would be best.
One to bring them all and in the darkness bind them.
Right. And then I'll have to run barefooted to the top of a volcano.
All right. Let's forget the rings. I need a vast quantity of the power, no matter the source. Find something.
An Immortelle, a rose of remembrance, royal blood and magic sounds like a fairy tale.
A poor one at that. No prince's kiss to top things off.
I wish it were a fairy tale, especially a poor one, as a happy ending would then be inevitable. May I count on your help, Geralt?
You may. What about the Battle of Wraiths?
I must first see if the spells keeping Saskia alive are in order. Then we'll consider how best to send the spectres to their rest. Actually, you could tend to that yourself. Ask the locals about the battle. Maybe you'll learn something.
In that case, I shall search for the poisoner.
Have fun.
Only Philippa Eilhart may enter.
Okay, I love the Lord of the Rings jesting there. That was hilarious. Okay, so I completed the War Council and I have more. Holy crap! Holy crap! There's so many quests now. Let's see. Was that ever a debate? It was actually a really good debate. Saskia's a good, leader, and I'm starting to like Iorveth. Still has shady methods, but I'm starting to like it. Those attending discussed how best to repel Henselt. There were as many positions and proposals as there were debaters and disputants. Luckily, the Witcher's task was so simple: to lift the curse from the battlefield with Philippa Eilhart's help, thus getting rid of the ghastly mist and allowing the armies to move against one another. Okay, then Saskia was poisoned. Her condition was bad. She was deteriorating. Okay, so that's that one. So hunting magic. Having been poisoned during the council meeting, Saskia was dying, and nearly everyone who supported her cause now prayed for her health. Among her allies, however, were those who did not believe in gods, or at least in divine intervention. Lady Eilhart, the kind of woman who rolled her sleeves up and started casting spells when things got tough, fit this description. I really liked her, science meets magic kind of explanation for things. It was really kind of cool how they're doing that. So when Geralt learned that a magical artifact was one of the ingredients for the Dragon Slayer's cure, he reasoned that Philippa would be the ideal consultant. Therefore, he decided to have a chat with her at her house. So we have to talk to Philippa, and then we have to go to Stennis to get royal blood. Where is Triss Merigold? So we need to talk to Philippa about Triss as well. And then the Eternal Battle, find the Dunbanner Standard and Vendergriff's Sword, then see Philippa about the remaining artifacts. Okay, I'll read this when I start doing these, I think. A matter of life and death. Find a Rose of Remembrance, a Source of Power. See, I don't understand. Like, I feel like some of these quests are all to do with this quest, but I have this quest. It's very crazy. And then Subterranean Life, find Zoltan at the end. Let's go do that one first. To call Philippa Eilhart a healer is like calling a drowner an advertiser of swimming. Nonetheless, Philippa was a sorceress and a powerful one. Healing was not her specialty, but she could help with the poison Saskia. To create a cure, we need special ingredients. A dwarven immortal among them. Okay. So we'll start with Zoltan. Let's save. Because I feel like we're just getting lots of information, and I probably have updates to characters, but I'll read that later, perhaps. Okay. I need to actually find a merchant to sell stuff to, because let's go to this mysterious merchant. Because my bags are kind of full.
I've heard of you.
Hello.
Damn! What's with everyone being so nice today?
What's going on down here?
People of Vergen, we have a magical mist full of ghosts just outside our walls, so you'd better think twice before entering it. The mist, may the plague take it, threatens all manner of creatures. So anyone headed to the quarries or walking through the gullies should take exceptional heed. The squirrels that have made camp by the burnt huts are not our enemies, so says Saskia, and so it is. Master Geralt of Rivia and Sorceress Philippa Eilhart will deal with the mist and the wraiths. And now, open the gates and get to work.
So what's in there? Just more stuff. More merchants. Okay, let's go to the mysterious merchant. So I'm gonna go empty my bags, and I will be right back. Okay, well I didn't sell as much as I wanted to, but let's head into the inn and...
I must talk to you, Witcher.
Oh, okay. Alright, we'll do the notices later, but we'll talk to Ele'yas?
What's going on?
I'm Ele'yas, of Iorveth's commando. I have an urgent matter.
Okay.
Tell me.
Men from Vergen have been disappearing for some time. We recently found some of their corpses, so it doesn't seem to be desertion.
Okay, what state were the corpses in? Where did you find the bodies? And the victims are all male. Well, let's start from the bottom.
I need to see the corpses.
They're all buried.
Where?
Beneath a mound in the forest behind Vergen, but you shouldn't go there.
Why not?
Desecrating graves is a serious offense. The families of the dead will be furious.
What state were the bodies in?
They looked gruesome. Nothing an elf would have done, nor a human.
Where did you find the bodies?
In different places, mainly in the burned village near the ravine that leads to the town.
Only men among the victims?
Young men, humans and elves.
Any reward? Well, it's fine.
I don't work for free.
You'll get your reward. Do well, and I may give you something more than coin. We're losing good men.
Okay, sure.
I'll see what I can do.
With flickering heart. Okay. And now let me tell you how I solved a crime in Vergen with a bit of help from Geralt, Dandelion, who started the whole thing by talking to the elf Ele'yas. Ele'yas thought he would need a witcher, but had no idea that a poet would prove to be the key to the case. Young men, both elves and humans, were being murdered in Vergen. The elf said their bodies were being found near a burnt village located at the mouth of the gully leading to Vergen, and subsequently being interred in catacombs beyond the town. Geralt took it all in and began to wonder if he should go to the crime scene or to the burial site. Sure, well, again, we'll do all that stuff later. But I wanted to go into the inn. And I've got the board over here I need to do too, but we'll do that. We'll do that later. I've been reading a lot today. I kind of just want to chat with some people. So we need to find our friend Zoltan. Is there no interior map? I thought there might... No, if I scroll in enough? No, I'm getting my games confused
Let me
again.
tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
You've told that story 1,000 times. I've heard enough of flying women.
It was very unusual.
Very true.
What would be unusual is if you return home sober for once. You won't trick me into buying you around.
No.
You associate with sorceresses?
Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Business or rest?
Rest. And maybe some trading.
Ah, welcome. How can I help you?
Access to my storage and dice poker. Looking for places of power. Let's come back.
See you again.
Let me
back.
tell
Another
you
one.
about the woman who
You let
fell
one human
from
in,
the
and in
sky.
no time you've got a swarm.
You've told that story 1,000
thought we
times.
had a basilisk.
I've had enough of
Those
flying
women
women.
need only sit a
was
straight
very
man.
unusual.
It's just
My
my belly's
wife
puffed
getting
up.
What would be unusual
Okay.
is if you return home sober
Come on!
for once. You won't trick me into
Oh,
buying you
okay,
around.
hi.
Ho-ho!
There's Zoltan.
Geralt, sit down. We haven't yet celebrated your raid into the mist. Sorry. Where are my manners? Sheldon Skaggs, veteran of the battles of Sodden and Brenna.
And all lands along the way.
You've already met Vergen's elder?
Greetings.
Gentlemen, not sure about you, but my throat's parched from all these greetings.
Funny, those were the first words out of your mouth.
Master Dandelion's right. Around for everyone. On me.
No, we're Geralt of Rivia. We're totally gonna drink.
I'll gladly wash the road's dust from my throat, especially in such good company.
Too bad Caleb Stratton's not here. May he rest in peace.
A worthy dwarf he was. Here's to him.
Sheldon, you're lagging behind.
I've got a little screw coming tonight.
More reason to drink makes you more vigorous.
My prick withers like an old crone's tits if I drink.
And tie a carrot to it.
So, what brings you here, Geralt?
Well, you know. Oh, am I getting a little drunk? Because that's why I'm all blurry. Heard of the Dun banner and its standard. Why are you fighting for Saskia and then the Immortals? Well, let's ask about Saskia first.
Why are you dwarves fighting for Saskia?
If I had a knack for business, I'd be sitting on my arse in my own inn, not giving a shit for this war. But what's my trade? Axe swinging. That's what. And if I could get killed, I'd rather know what I'm risking my neck for.
The woman's cuckoo. Ready to spit in the Emperor's face even. But I have to admit, she knows all about warcraft. And damn it, she's right. Free Vergen. No matter if you're a dwarf, man, or mangy elf.
Do you hear him, Zigrin? Down on the elves already. But I bet he wouldn't sniff at 30 additional archers in battle.
Heard of the Dun banner and its standard.
Ever heard of a unit called the Dun Banner? Apparently they left their standard behind during the last war. I need to find it if I'm to lift the curse.
Aye. The standard lies in a crypt with those of the unit who perished here.
Where's this crypt?
Not the easiest place to find. Turn right past the market and look for a passage carved right through the rocks. That'll lead you to a valley filled with tombs and crypts.
To the fallen!
Have you ever heard of a plant called the Dwarven Immortelle?
Have we? The pigs have tight arses.
To tell the truth, I've no idea, Skaggs.
It's just a saying.
You're the only one using it.
Witcher, the Immortelle. It appears most often near anthracite and aluminosilicate deposits.
Philippa needs it to heal Saskia.
A rare curio, but there's a mine nearby, and who knows? You might find it deep underground.
Is the mine far?
Not at all. It's in Verger itself, in the town's upper quarter.
You're eager for this expedition, but nobody told the Witcher that the mine's closed.
Closed? That's true. But it's long overdue a cleaning. Weed out all the underground shit.
What are you talking about?
Not a month ago, miners started disappearing. Must have tapped the wrong vein and woken some scum from the deep. We wanted to send a crew of stout fellows in, but Saskia said she needs all the soldiers she can find up top, ready to defend the town. We closed the shaft, fearing the filth would emerge and overrun us all.
Looks like we arrived just in time, eh, Geralt?
So it seems. Let's go.
Right on. With this crew, we needn't fear any monster. How about you, Sheldon? You coming with us, or staying around to get your fuck?
Another chance like this won't come around in a hurry. Fucking can wait. I'm with you.
Let's meet at the mine's entrance.
Let me tell you about the woman who fell from the sky.
Well, that was oddly convenient. Like everyone's just going to come with me. So this is the subterranean life. We talked to the alderman Cecil Burdon. Because a dwarven immortal only goes underground, Geralt had no choice but to enter the mines. At the mines that were closed, they're all going to meet me there, so I have to go and talk to Cecil to get him to let me in the mines. Okay, I got it. All right, let's talk to Dandelion.
Good thing you're here, Geralt. A rhyme for wonder?
I'm no poet.
I know, but you have good ideas sometimes.
Yonder?
Good!
Writing a sonnet for your new muse?
Better than that. I'm composing an anthem for Vernon. Want to hear the first version?
No.
Listen. May those who dream of freedom arise, seeing the sight of liberty with their eyes. Let us go together, become our brother. The choice is yours, you know there's no other. How far shall we venture in this great wonder? Elf, dwarf, and human set forth together yonder. Like it?
It rhymes, kind of.
All right then, tell me what you discovered.
Oh my, no trace of Letho. I remembered something. I'm starting to believe I'll find Yennifer. Iorveth has changed, and you seem pretty devoted to the cause. Well, let's start at the bottom.
One thing's for sure. Letho's not on this side of the fog.
If you wanted to pursue the assassin, you should have gone to Henselt's camp with Roche.
Just because I went after Triss doesn't mean I've forgotten about Letho.
Why do you care so much? It's not your coop or your chickens.
I want to know why he kills. So I pass and have to clear my name. I mean, it's all of them. But I want to know why. Jessica, I want to know why he's doing it, so that means Geralt wants to know why.
Letho is responsible for 2 regicides. I want to know why he did it. Or rather, for whom.
Is that so important?
Witchers don't step into political quicksand for no reason. I don't like the principles that govern the world, but so far nobody's come up with anything better. Murdering kings solves nothing, quite the contrary.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, he's killed people, but they weren't the nicest of kings. But then again, how many people are dying because of, a leader of a country being murdered? Ugh, it's very complicated, so let's just go with it depends.
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head.
Maybe. Okay, so I remembered something.
My memory's coming back. It's just bits and pieces so far, but I can feel them coming together, forming a whole.
What have you remembered?
A voyage, an endless trek south. I was following Yennifer and the Wild Hunt. I have no idea how long. It got cold. Only old people were left in the villages I passed through, but they all refused to tell me what had happened to the young, to their children. I finally pressed a man for information. He blamed it on wolf packs, on an outburst of drowners and rot fiends. No one mentioned the Wild Hunt.
Did you catch up to the hunt?
I don't know.
Got anything you can follow?
I'm looking. You once mentioned some elven poems about the hunt.
I believe I said they could exist, and they'd be old. I don't know any, but look around. You're pretty good at finding things.
Okay, well, talk about Yennifer.
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss, Yennifer, that's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have 2 women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I believe I'll find Triss, alive.
And Yennifer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her.
Okay, well, I'll ask about Iorveth.
Iorveth seems to have changed.
Everyone changes here. Except you, of course.
I'm not sure I like changes of that kind. I find them hard to believe.
You're an idiot. Saskia's giving Iorveth a chance. If he uses it well, he'll finally be able to emerge from that hole in the ground he's been living in for years. That's the least of it. If he plays his cards right, he can win everyone's respect. People only remember what they want to remember.
I suppose you're right. A free state in the Pontar Valley could turn Iorveth from a brigand into a knight.
Which is why it's useless to wonder why he's changed. I wouldn't trust him with my child. But who knows what he'll become?
And lastly, devoted to the cause.
Is it my imagination, or have you become a propaganda mouthpiece for the court?
You know what I really like about this place? There is no court. People are with Saskia because they want to be, not because they have to or should be.
You have a tendency to go from one extreme to the other.
And you have a tendency to shit on every ideal, even the most noble.
Ouch.
I try to take an objective view of the world.
Yet you've joined us. You have, haven't you?
I'm on Vergon's side, at this time.
Don't want to commit, eh? Well, Vergon isn't some whore you can just screw and forget.
No, you're right. I do like to be careful, but you're probably right. But I think Geralt would go with I like to be careful. I feel like I need to go with that one, not my natural instinct, which is you're right.
I just want to make sure that woman named Vergon doesn't end up screwing me.
Let me see if I understand your position correctly. Kiss my right cheek, kiss my left cheek. Just don't kiss me on my butthole.
Whenever I see that stupid romantic spark in your eyes, I just know I'll have to haul your ass out of some new swamp very soon.
Oh, screw you and your help. Lots of humans, dwarves, even elves around here would follow me into fire.
I hope you're right about that.
Okay, this conversation got really out of hand rather quickly.
That's a man whose business is not ruined by war. And there goes my trade with Kedwin.
Okay. Nope. Nothing to say.
So, Vergon's grown a bit, eh?
All right, well,
Let me tell you about
I think this is actually a pretty good spot to stop. I need to go and empty my bags up in my room if I can remember how to get there.
Very unusual.
I think the stairs are over this way. Yes, I need to go upstairs and empty my bags in my room. And then I need to level up and I need to figure out what I'm going to do next. But I think what's going to happen in the next video is we're going to start exploring all of this ginormously. Oh, now I have a map. So we're gonna explore a lot and pick up more quests and talk to people and do what I normally do when I get to a new location. So that is what I want to do next time, and I am saying it extremely poorly. But as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Saturday with another new Witcher 2 video.